So pretty. You got goopy goops all over my cards. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Guilty Crow Tarot. I'm Rachel, your anxious reader, and we are going to do our reading here for what might be bringing you a little bit of anxiety this week and how to deal with it. And I've already pulled some cards here, so we are going to jump right into this reading, see what we got. So, first card that we get here is the Eight of Earth, which is also the Eight of Pentacles. So this is showing me that work, learning, school, getting things done at home, really sticking your nose to the grindstone, these things might bring you a little bit of anxiety this week. The feeling of I have a million things to do and I can't get any of them done. Knowing that, you have a deadline with things. That's definitely going to be pushing you over the edge a little bit this week. But we get with that card the Elder of Earth in reverse, and that is the King of Pentacles. So this is definitely going to be something that makes you feel ungrounded and like you don't have, all your ducks in a row. That's okay, because I get the sense that this week we need to ask for a little bit of help from people, and we get the Queen of Air. The Queen of Air is somebody who is honest and open and forthright about their boundaries and what they're looking for from people. So I want you to come forward with things and be honest and open, giving direction to people, setting boundaries and telling, no, I can't do that for you. So this is a good week to be able to say no to people that you just can't fit that stuff in, and being okay with it. Okay. So as I look at this card, I do see that there's some bees on that card, and this might sting a few people, but that's okay, because that's just stuff that they're triggered by. And you have to remember that if somebody's triggered by something that you do or say, that's a good time for them to look into themselves. This is a good advice for you as well. If you are triggered by something, take a look at yourself and, is this something that I do? Is this something, why does this drive me so crazy? Why do I get so reactive about this? But I feel like you're not the one necessarily being triggered this week. You're the one, possibly triggering people this week. That's okay, because I do believe that we all learn from each other. And, this will be a good time for them to look in the mirror and see what's going on. So with this situation, we also get the Two of Earth. So that's showing me that towards the end of the week, things actually will start balancing out and you're going to feel like you are accomplishing things. Okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the fact that, you feel off kilter or things aren't growing quite the way you want them to. It will work out. And what is something that we can do to help us out is the Empress in reverse. So this is showing me that a little self-care, going inside and taking care of yourself, is really important this week. Really examining, what makes you feel abundant and what makes you feel really good. So even though this is a really big work week and getting things done, just because you don't work outside of the home doesn't mean that, you're not working your butt off. So again, like I said, this is a good time to be honest with people and tell them what you expect from them. And, that in itself is self-care, right? With that Empress in reverse. So let's just pick another one here. And we get the Elder of Air. So definitely towards the end of the week, you are leading the charge. You are, everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing. Everybody understands their job. And that's all because of you and your honesty. So, you don't have to be cruel or mean or mad or anything like that when you're explaining to everybody what you expect from them and what you need from them. You can be very kind about it, but being, honest and out there is really important for this situation. Okay. Now, let's just pull one more card from Soul Coaching, and we get the card Emerging. So that's excellent. Things are really moving forward for you. Everything's going really good. This this whole direction of accomplishing things are definitely underway. And you should sit back and, don't micromanage people, allow them to get what they need to get done, accomplished, and you should be good to go with that. So another thing that might be bringing you anxiety this week is we get the temperance card. So temperance is all about being balanced, being healthy, healing. If you're feeling a little bit under the weather this week, we also get the Seven of Earth, which is showing me that you need to take time to step back and allow yourself to feel better. Okay. If your world feels a little unbalanced this week, just be easy. Changes are starting to happen. And if you can see that snake on that card, this is all about rebirth, regeneration, regrowing. And if you look at the temperance card, she's got her little wings there. So I feel like she's emerging and emerging just like the last card here. And, it's going to be a new, renewed way of looking at things. So just know that the feeling of being imbalanced is going to definitely cause a little anxiety this week. Let's see what else goes along with this here. And we get the Six of Air in reverse. So this is not a week to move real quick. The Six of Air is the Six of Swords, and that has a lot to do with moving forward. You don't need to move forward very quickly this week. Let's take it back a little bit and not, rush forward. You don't have to accomplish, that much this week. And I feel like that goes back to the other part there, that with the Eight of Earth, ask for help, ask for people to pitch in, especially if you're not feeling very good this week. And we also get the Chariot. No big decisions need to be made this week. Ease up on yourself. Give yourself, again, a lot of self-care, like we had with that Empress in reverse. And that'll be really key to getting through this week. Okay. And I feel like a lot of these cards here, it's like the energetically what we're looking at, as opposed to like a certain situation. So towards the end of the week, we get the Justice card. And I love that because you are definitely nice and balanced at the end of the week with that Justice card. Things start to go exactly the way they're supposed to. And we also get a snake on that card too, right? And so I love that. Snakes always tell me that there's transformation going on. So you might feel like you have a ton of stuff to do this week and not enough time to do it. Just know that this is a reorganization week. This is, taking a rest is actually more helpful because you let things, kind of settle so that things can reorganize. Okay. So no rushing this week. Everybody needs to help. Take time for yourself. Know that things will balance out towards the end of the week, which I love. And one more thing that's going to bring us anxiety this week is the Two of Water. And that's all about a relationship. It could be a relationship with another person, a romantic interest, but this could also be, a relationship that you have with your job or, a business partnership or something like that. So a little bit more about this is the Magician. So that's showing me that, you have the alchemy to create this really good partnership with this person. And you have you've got the right moves. You've got the right recipe. You know what to do. However, we get the Devil in reverse. This Devil in reverse, you need to, let the feeling of being bound to this situation, you need to let that ease up a little bit. You need to, pull your energy back from this situation and allow it to kind of morph on its own. Now, we also get the Nine of Wands, which means you're feeling very defensive this week, about this situation. Be careful though, because I feel like there's somebody who does not have your best interests at heart looking at this card. So make sure that you dot all your I's and cross all your T's, because that's going to be really important this week. But going back to that devil in reverse, we have to, even though, you have to protect yourself, you have to not listen to that bad devil on your shoulder that's telling you, you're not good enough, or this situation isn't going to work out and it's not happening. I do feel like it's going to be okay. We get the Tower in reverse, which shows me that whole chaos and calm and that feeling of coming out of your comfort zone. That's going to start petering out this week. Things are going to be looking okay. I feel like the big key to this is that devil in reverse, where we pull our energy back and we don't feel bound to that situation. Or constraining yourself, thinking that, I have to control this whole situation or it's not going to work out. Now, at the end, we get the Ace of Water, which is great because that's also the Ace of Cups, which means towards the end of the week, things are looking really nice. I'm getting the sense, this whole reading, that make sure you drink water this week. Remember that your electrical systems in your body don't work well without enough water. Okay. And we get the embracing card. So I want you to embrace where you're at, right where you're at, even if it's not exactly where you want to be. I want you to, know that where you're at is exactly where you're supposed to be. Bring your, you don't have to control this. Bring that feeling of I need to control everything right off of this situation. Everything's going to be really good. Now, I'm just going to pull a couple more cards here to see what we can look forward to this week. And we get Voyage, which means you are on the right path, even though this week you might not necessarily feel like you are. Things are definitely moving forward. Everything looks really good. Things are starting to go smoothly. And I like that because I feel like that smoothness comes with that honesty of the Queen of Swords, right? Putting your boundaries up. That forward movement with that Voyage card comes from that temperance of, even though you might not be feeling your best this week, taking that rest is going to actually help you move forward. Stopping to really cocoon yourself. At the end of the week, you're going to be able to emerge a whole better way, a whole better person. And bringing us into the next week, we get the Joy card, which is, that's a great card, right? I feel like this month is actually going to be really good for everybody. So enjoy it, because, oh, hello, Miss Hazel. You got my cards all wet, girl. Lots of, happiness, but you have to take a step back, allow people to help you, allow them, to bring their flavor to the table of, whatever the situation is that you need help with. Hello, Miss Thing. And we have one more card, and this is called the Spider Woman. It's the Destiny card. This card is all about knowing that you are being put back on the right path. So know that even though things might not be moving as quickly as you want this week, this is a reset. This is going to lead you to where you need to be on your path, where you're supposed to be on your path, even if it's not the road that you thought you were going to go down. Okay. Hello, Miss Hazel. So all in all, it's a pretty good week. If you just chill out and relax, let everybody else help you, and let them take some of the, hi. Let them take some of the initiative and stop being naughty. Let them take, hi, Hazel. Okay. You're a good girl. Let them take some of the jobs right off your plate, right? Unhinge yourself from those thoughts that, you need to control everything. And I think that it's going to end up being a really nice week this week. So I don't think I can always say that every week, right? So this is pretty good. Maybe it's just the tail end of this lovely Thanksgiving week that we've had. And we have a lot to be grateful for. No. So you guys have a great week. I'm sorry that Hazel busted in on our reading here. She's totally destroying every card here that's on the table. She thinks she's the tarot card kitty. So you guys have a great week. I will see you next week. And thank you so much. Mwah.